time to once again resume on the final leg of the alien journey of Master Poo Poo as Hildibrand and company try and figure out their own extraterrestrial origins. So, let's go ahead and speak with Delian to take on the next part of the Hildibrand Mysteries for Endwalker, entitled Of Duplicity and Duplication. Delian is ready to embark on his latest investigation. Ah, Vika, you're just in time to assist with my latest fact-finding expedition. Our recent foray into Charlene revealed that Poo Poo's friend was in company of a Hannish alchemist, yes? As such, I was inspired to do some preliminary legwork here in Thavnia. I contacted my usual sources for local sightings of alien phenomena, but alas they had none to share. I thus switched tactics, and decided to track down this alchemist fellow instead. Surely someone will have heard the tale of an apothecary bold enough to set up shop on a Guardian battlefield. The inspector and the others have begun pursuing a similar line of inquiry, yet have found no leads here in the city or at the Great Work. I believe they moved their investigation to Yedlamad, so I suggest we hurry over and join them. I cannot have that little blue man muddying the waters when we're so close to grasping his master plan. No, indeed not. So, let's make the journey over. Yeah, Hildibrand is here, of course, along with Nashu, Master Poo Poo, and of course our 16-bit / 8-bit friends, the weirdly named Brandahild, is here as well, and we're all trying to figure everything out here in Yedlamad. So, Inspector, how are you? And now Delian has arrived on scene. Oh, I see the two of you are eager as ever to observe my inspectional genius at work. The long-term fans are often the most ardent. As a matter of fact, we were just about to continue our investigation into the alchemist we know to have been traveling with Master Poo Poo's comrade. That's so creepy. I mean, that is to say, I am merely following in the inspector's wake. You needn't be so modest, my dear Inspector Brandahild. It is wrong of me to comport myself to an equal as you in any respect, for I am but a copy and a flawed one at that. Stuff and nonsense. Clone or not, self-deprecation is unbecoming an amendable man. Exactly! The things you can do are amazing! Oh, I don't know about that. Was you who saved Rika from shutting doom, was it not? While not quite as alacritous as mine, your rapid reasoning is nevertheless quite effective. It is kind of you to accept me rough edges and all. I only hope my meager contributions are of some small assistance. Ever so modest. Too modest by half. I'd say his mental faculties far surpass those of the original. That's enough chin-wagging amongst ourselves, I think. Let us spread out and learn what the locals know of this adventurous apothecary. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I always thought to myself, like Hildibrand always has the dapper looks of Sean Connery, but the clumsiness of Inspector Clouseau, but I decided to go with more James Bond, and of course, who better to have a James Bond voice than Sean Connery? So let's start speaking with various people here, beginning with this fisherman. Yes, I know of the one whom you speak. A fellow fisherman told me of a friend of his, an apothecary who set forth from Wonton Golemot to sell his medicines. A reckless fool if you ask me. I have no interest in the affairs of such men. But you do, I take it? If so, I suggest you head to Usekerik. Quite a word, and hear the tale for yourself. Look for a red-haired lad there gathering shellfish. Alright, let's find some other people. We see someone up on the higher tier there. So let's go ahead, yeah. From a fisherman to a fishmonger. Do I know any apothecaries? In Razatan, of course, more than I can count. I've not heard of anyone peddling such goods in the heart of the Empire, though. Seems a terrible idea to me, what with civil war raging and the world almost ending. The situation's improved in recent days, but even so, the Radiant Host still has to provide security for cargo shipments. A lone merchant trading there alone? Impossible! And in the meantime, we'll go around the corner, we'll walk past Delian, and I believe our third person of interest, oh, not in there, behind the building. We find a merchant. Probably oils or something like that. I know of many merchants who travel abroad to ply their wares, but none who have business in Garlemald. You'd have to be mad or desperate indeed to consider setting up shop in that troubled land. I mean, word is we've signed some kind of trader agreement with the Gallians, but it's still not the kind of place where one simply wanders in and opens a street stall. No, it would not be that way. Yeah, I like to think that Godward's voice is more what would, a more refined version of Sean Connery. So, after Hildibrand has spoken with as many people as he could talk to. Oh, Rika, I hope your question has borne fresher fruit than mine. Well, here's what I've learned. Oh, a good friend of the alchemist in question, you say? Then let us gather the troops and pay a visit to this felicitous fisherman. So that's exactly what we shall do. And here's the person of interest over here. Hello there, sir. Yeah, and the creepy fisherman Lalafell Stalker is still out there. So I have to explain ourselves to him. The story of my apothecary friend. Oh, you must mean Bahasarasaf. These words are so hard to pronounce. Well, I was near enough to calling it a day anyway, so here's what I can tell you. Baharasov comes from a very poor family and growing up never had much in the way of money or possessions. I suppose those experiences are what led to his lifelong obsession with gaining wealth. After trying his hand at the successional trades, he decided alchemy would earn him the most skill. I got to get more water. But his stock never sold as well as he had hoped. So when he heard about the internal strife in Garlemald, he saw it as a golden opportunity. Surely the middle of a war was the best place to sell medicines. More like the best place for near-death experiences. He soon gave up on his Garlemald venture, but while one would have expected him to return lamenting his ill fortune, Baharasaf was particularly euphoric when I saw him again. A God's given blessing he found in the snowfields had given him much cause to celebrate. He said he learned how to create gold. I must admit, I laughed at first. But then he showed me a gleaming mountain of the stuff, enough to proclaim himself a merchant prince. He even changed his name to Van Hoody, a word which brings to mind the bounty of the divine. Yeah, the classic alchemist desire, turning something into gold. A name I have heard. He's the rising star in the market, says he not. The one snapping up commercial ventures left and right. That's him. Yes, Van Hoody has certainly made his ambitions known here in Thavnia, especially when he attempted to purchase the entire port of Yedlemad. The Dockmasters declined to sell, of course, but when it comes to buying historic landmarks, a bottomless purse can open surprising doors. Last I heard, he converted the gilded Araya into a private abode and has been filling it with every rare treasure his gold can secure. He pays out particularly large sums for artworks depicting the goddess Asura. So yeah, more Final Fantasy IV flashbacks, and for those who are familiar with Final Fantasy VII, the culmination of the battle tower in Wutai. I remember him being a fervent worshipper of hers, even as a child. I've encountered much Minutia and Murga lore in Razatan, yet I recall no mention of this Asura. Well, that's hardly surprising. As a deity of war, she is not well loved by the common folk. But Harasath is different though. He sees life as a constant battle to amass wealth, and it is to Asura whom he prays for victory. And damn me if she didn't listen. At once poor boy became merchant royalty, a man far too rich and important now to afford more than a fleeting moment for a simple fisherman, even those who were once dear friends. He's forsaken everything. If you'll excuse me, I really must leave it at that. These clams won't sell themselves, you know. Well, thanks for all the info. That was a lot to take in. Halwalthate, or short after apothecary, and the upstart merchant prince were one of the same. Might we assume the blessing he stumbled upon in Garlemald was a certain alien craft and its occupants? Oh, hello there, representative of the Arkastadara. Sorry to intrude, but aren't you the hero who helped us when folk were turning into beasts? Well, some nasty-looking creature just showed up outside town. One of our guards went to confront it, but I don't like our odds against that thing. This sounds like a case for Inspector Hildibrand. Come, friends, let us investigate forthwith. Yeah, better get at it. And there goes the stalker. So as we run down the shore... Yeah, I think you're gonna need my services for fighting another version of Lugay's robot. I thought you destroyed that monster! Yeah, he's back again for more. Hi there. I have this situation under control, citizens. This individual bears a strong resemblance to a known fugitive, so I thought it prudent to investigate. Regrettably, he has proven less than forthcoming with answers. Yeah, why would he answer to someone as puny as you? How many times must we teach you the same lesson, shiny skull man? How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? I love the young people. Lesson? What are you on about? Yeah, now as Supre, Lugay. And Poo-Poo, I think you're in the crosshairs. Ah, cease this babbling and get out of my way. Lord Van Hoody's orders are to cause trouble at the port, and I'm running behind schedule. Van Hoody, the merchant who tried to buy Yedlimad? So he put you up to this? Uh-huh. Curses! How did you manage to deduce our dastardly plan? Well, you basically came out with it. You just blurted it out. Yeah. Silence! No one who learns of our scheme can be suffered to live. Prepare to be squashed, meddlesome worms. Well, how many tries have you tried before and failed? Don't worry, I can put you down again. But why bother when Godbert can come in from the side? Yeah, providing a flying drop kick and coming in for a landing. Yeah, his time as Saint of Nemea for another year has come to an end. 3 more sinister skullmen. Was the Doctor a quadruplet? Or maybe reproduction is in order. And who else is getting in the way? Well, believe it or not, it took a long time, but Julian has finally returned. And of course, we know what she does with that frying pan of hers. And I think even some of them know exactly what's gonna happen. No sweat. Oh, mother! Yeah. And now it's your turn, Supre Lugay. Ductitious vermin! This will soften you up! Ooh, bomb. Yeah, I don't think Nashu's Delight is gonna stop this, especially since he's bowling it right at us. What, you're not gonna use the Delight? Well, I guess there's no need to... Oh, hold on. Wait a minute, you're gonna let me use your treasured weapon there, Julian? And just knock the bomb for a home run with a frying pan? Or use it like a tennis racket? Bah, a lucky hit. Yeah, now you're dealing with 3 Mandeville. And the guard here from the Radiant Hostess kind of shocked herself. Yeah, what else have you got? Uh-oh. I missed! But then a Wandering Goblin crosses over, ricochets off him, and Hildibrand knows what he's got to do. Well, it didn't impale him. But everyone else is running. And with good reason. Meanwhile, Nashu just strolls off and Hildibrand's like, I've done it again. Back to ostrich mode. One last pitch. Yeah, bring it on. I'll even do my best Babe Ruth. I bat left-handed for some reason. Even though the Warrior of Light is a righty. Alright then. Bring it on. Show us what you can do. Unlimited Heavy Hitter Special! I mean, Rika's already showed off her volleyball skills and her tennis prowess. Why not add baseball? Return fire. But that was my fastball! Yeah, you get the Team Rocket treatment. You take that Team Rocket treatment like a man, Luge. Mission accomplished. We won again. Meanwhile... And as usual, poor Hildibrand's garments are tattered again. I've come to expect further shodden appearances, but what brings you here, mother? A proposition from that merchant Von Hudi, as a matter of fact. I'm accompanying your dad as a manager for Mandeville and Mandeville, and we were just on our way to the bloke's mansion. Hopefully dressed more appropriately than this. I'm referring to the man, of course. I've already refused Master Von Hudi once before, when he tried to buy out our commercial empire. This time, however, the dealing concerns offloading a quantity of gold at wholesale prices. It's quite an attractive offer considering fine jewelry is our stock in trade, and we thought to at least listen to his proposal. But if he would purposely command his lackeys to disturb the peace of a public port, we can't do business with a thug like that. Absolutely not. And so, where did all these lackeys come from in the first place? Is there a hulking weaponized brute manufactory around here somewhere? And there is in Garlemald. Oh, hold on. I guess Luge's back. Or, Master Pooper can just summon his UFO. Ah, thank you. As I suspected, my ship's vaporization beam is configured to expunge only replicated matter. So you can copy inorganic materials as well. How interesting. Once the matter duplication facility has analyzed an object's molecular structure, it can generate any number of copies. Yet it cannot create matter from nothing. A requisite supply of ether must be on hand to facilitate the process. Coy, you sure do not know a lot about... You sure do know a lot, Inspector Brunhild. Even alien starships. Well, he did spend time on one. Yeah, be modest again. 'Tis no great achievement. As I mentioned, the gaps in my knowledge were patched with data from the starship's own archives, which included the vessel's full schematics and functions. I'm assuming I understand this correctly. Is it possible Van Hootie is using the repaired alien craft to replicate piles and piles of gold? Yeah, it would seem that way. We share the same suspicion, Master Delian. To my knowledge, no other method exists that can reliably produce precious metals. Of course! 'Tis the obvious conclusion! That being the case, one might further assume that Van Hootie is either threatening or deceiving Master Poopo's comrade in order to gain access to the vessel's superior technology. Our course of action is clear. We must right up to the Scourge Spawner's front door and demand the release of his extraterrestrial hostage. Yeah, we're about to take the fight to the man himself. And hopefully, Poo-Poo, we will finally reunite you with your long-lost friend. So now that we've taken care of that, Hildibrand, let's finish this out. We must confront this malicious merchant at once. If your heart's set on confrontation, then you may as well come with us. Van Hootie's invitation included a private airship flight to his new estate.
Aye, we still need to formally reject his deal anyways, and his pilot will be waiting.
Indeed they will, so let's take 1,302 gil to complete this quest. Yeah, it seems like this happens all the time these days, that I need to get water into me while in the middle of a stream and I have to reload. So, nighttime is falling here in Thavnir, so let's continue on by speaking with Godbert to take on the final quest of the Hildibrand Mysteries for Endwalker, entitled Gentleman at Heart. Godbert is ready to lead you to Van Hootie's waiting pilots. Shall be on our way. We're to meet Van Hootie's pilot atop the rise just south of Kadaya's footsteps. Let's all be on our way. So yeah, we're basically heading towards where the Hippo Riders have been chilling out. It's been a long time since we've said hello to them when we did their various Beast Tribe quests. Definitely some of the most fun Beast Tribe quests that I've ever done in Final Fantasy XIV belong to the Arc of Sadara. Alright, let's set on down and speak with the airship pilot. And thankfully, Godbert is dressed again, to some extent, but Hildibrand's just going in as is. Lady Goldbert, Lady Julian. And friends. And entourage? Yep. Pray excuse our presumptuousness. My son and his companions insisted they come along, desperate as they were to meet with the illustrious Master Van Hootie. Is that alright with you? I see. One moment, if you please. Yeah. If it's Hildibrand's tattered clothing that's giving you pause, like, we can try and change that if you want. Lord Van Hootie should be glad to welcome all of you to his home. Pray step aboard, and I shall take you there directly. So, the next day, yeah, it took us a long time to get there, but yeah, this looks like a really creepy place. Which also, the ominous music does not help either, but yeah, we've seen this man before. Welcome, all our guests, to my humble abode. I trust the view is to your liking. Since you have traveled all the way from distant Uldar, a pleasant backdrop to our talks was the least I could provide. And what unexpected boon this is! I have been debating when to extend you a personal invitation, but now here you are, like a wish come true. Are you referring to me or are you referring to Poo-Poo? Save your act for the magistrates, Fat Hoodie. We know the secret of your ill-gotten gold. Yeah, sometimes he doesn't hesitate to come up with accusations or hold people accountable. You will cease this exploitation of alien technology and release into the care of your hostage into the care of Master Poo-Poo at once. Unraveled all my schemes, have you? Good. I needn't waste my breath on tedious explanations then. This is Master Poo-Poo, I presume? I too have his fellow alien here with me, yes. As for exploiting their technology, I freely admit to duplicating a quite frankly obscene amount of gold, but that was merely the beginning. Imagine making copy after copy of the deadliest weapons in existence. Would not the world itself be yours for the taking? Yeah. Sounds like this guy wants a bigger armada than America. Let's get straight to the point. I want you at my side. With the vaunted Warrior of Light as the template for my clone army, we could conquer this and every other land in creation! How about no? Like, yeah, if you think you're getting me, think again. That's not a bad idea. Why are we even considering this? No! I said no! A pity, yet I anticipated you would prove an impediment to my ascension. Yes, thus it seems the time has come to test Luge's ritual of manifestation. But he's not here right now, so you're dealing with me instead. All was prepared long in advance of your coming. This tower not only holds mundane treasures, but also caches of crystals. All of which I imagine were duplicated and replicated. Which probably also explains all this. Sounds like someone was over at the Tower of Zot not that long ago. As for the requisite congregation of worshippers, well, I had to but clone myself. After all, who is more devoted to my cause and my goddess than me? Yeah, that's creepy as fuck. Yeah, you know how the Tower of Zot works. So, just press the button. Divine Asura, take up thy blades and wage war upon my earthly rival. And so now, just like in the Tower of Zot, yeah, this is not good. Like, we gotta stand up to this, but hold on there, Hildibrand. Nay, Hildibrand. Against the primal we may hold more hindrance than help. We dare not remain within its sphere of influence. Yeah, you know how primals work. He's like, oh, I really wanted to help out. Best of luck, my friend. I must make a gentlemanly withdrawal. Yeah, and that includes you too, Poo-Poo. Yeah, I'd hate to think what a primal could do to someone like yourself. But now, making its appearance. From the depths of the lunar subterranean, or the regular subterranean Final Fantasy IV, and also from the top of the battle tower in Wutai, Asura has arrived. As we unlock the Gilded Araya.